Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cardinals will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense will get the first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. On the move. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to fire deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Johnson. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it. And it's on the ground. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
You got to be able to finish plays, and that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Wants to throw. It's right. They're trying to get to him. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Finds a man on the left. He's off to the races. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open. So throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Number 98, set to kick this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Looking downfield, it's right. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Give to Brown. And more yards after contact. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. The official says no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Kane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's right. Trying to get to him. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. Bringing it back, it's Johnson. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Hand off from the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Hurricane!
And I I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But
he's going for it all. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's right. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They'll immediately call timeout.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong suit?
And he can't escape, and down he goes. This will likely be the last play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
To the air. It's right. Safe completion on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
You're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He chucks one out to the right. He's got it.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the air. It's right. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Cardinals are rolling down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job on the defense. 1st and goal situation. You can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We've got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
He wants to take the top off. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
From the gun. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Looking for blockers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. We just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock.
Snags it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's right. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Louisville! Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
Sends it downfield. He's got it on the right. Can anyone catch him? They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, they can also drain the clock. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw, it's right. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's huge. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Kent State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beating Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. Pocket starts to collapse. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's right. Getting some heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. It's Bell. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.